about what SLIIT FOSS community is. So SLIIT FOSS community being the main organizer of Bashaway. So we are a group of volunteers who believe in the use of free and open source software. And our main goal as a community is to promote, develop, and diversify the usage of free and open source software at SLIIT and also in other universities in Sri Lanka and also worldwide. So in the previous year, SLIIT FOSS community was among the top 5 contributors for GitHub in Sri Lanka as in GitHub organization. So we have been contributing to this community for a long time now, and we hope to do so in the future as well. So we mainly focus on broadening our knowledge, collaboration, and supporting the usage of free and open source software. So let me just, before we start today's proceedings, let me just give you an idea on what Bashaway is. So what is Bashaway? Bashaway is a challenge-driven competition which is aimed at undergraduate students at an inter-university level. So which has been designed to foster and showcase their automation and scripting skills. So participants are given real-world challenges and they must find automated solutions with languages such as Bash, Python, etc. So this is our third edition of Bashaway. We started in 2022 and now we are in our third edition. So our previous edition at 2023 had over 110 registered teams across 19 universities. So for this year, we haven't even closed the registrations yet, but so far we have 451 participants in 146 registered teams across 22 universities. And it's counting as well. So we have broken the previous record, which was held last year, and we have been counting. We are still counting, and the numbers are rising. So it's a significant achievement for us in this edition of Bashaway as well. So if there are people, if there are students who you know will be interested in Bashaway, in participating in Bashaway, you can we will drop the link for registration for our portal here in our chat, and you can send that link to others as well, and then you can invite them to join Bashaway 2024. Okay, so the reason why SLIIT FOSS community took the lead and began Bashaway is to raise awareness among the undergraduates in SLIIT and in Sri Lanka as well, to show the impact of the FOSS community in Sri Lanka and to build a platform for undergraduates where they can showcase their skills in automation and scripting in the world of free and open source software. So to begin today's proceedings, we can invite our title sponsor, Perichusa, and a spokesperson from Perichusa, Mr. Asankar, to address the gathering. Mr. Asankar, over to you.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Bopatia. I appreciate the opportunity. What a wonderful event. Good evening, everybody. It's an honor to be here today at Bashaway 2024, the third edition of Sri Lanka's first ever inter-university scripting competition. So a special thanks to Pasindu, Dinal, and the incredible team at SLIIT FOSS community for organizing this incredible event. So let me also acknowledge the presence of the Dean of SLIIT and other distinguished guests who will be address us shortly. It's wonderful to be surrounded by individuals who are equally passionate about nurturing the next generation of innovators. It's an absolute pleasure to support the SLIIT FOSS community as the title partner of 2024. Our team looks forward to getting to know you all, so feel free to talk to them whenever you have the opportunity. As Mr. Bopidia mentioned, we have an impressive 450, I believe, participants, as he said, across 142 teams representing 22 universities and counting, he said. What a fantastic participation, what a fantastic turnout. We have a team there as well called Bite Bashers. I know they have been eagerly waiting to start coding. Congratulations to each and every one of you for participating this event. And let's give a huge round of applause to the organizers of this event for making this happen. Thank you. Great job. As an alumnus of SLIIT and a co-founder of a technology company, I can say with confidence that this hackathon is more than just a competition. It's an opportunity to push your boundaries, to test your skills, and to bring your ideas to life. The experience you gain from being in a competitive environment like this alone will help you progress in your career immensely. The industry is looking for creative people who have passion for coding. So that's you. So congratulations again. You are about to dive into challenges that will force you to think creatively and collaboratively. This isn't just about coding. This is about solving real world problems in a fast paced, high pressure environment. Some of you may feel unsure about what you can achieve in such a short time, but trust me, you can do more than you think. Hackathons are designed to ignite innovation. When you have limited time and resources, you're forced to think outside the box. And that's when some of the best ideas emerge. As an employer, I can tell you that technical skills alone won't lead to success. The key lies in your mindset, your ability to adapt, innovate, communicate, and collaborate. Extremely important. During this hackathon, lean on your teammates and share ideas openly and challenge yourself to push the limits of what's possible. Hackathons are reflections of the entrepreneurial world. It's about taking risks, failing, learning, and trying again. The solutions you create today could evolve into something much larger in the future. So who knows? This competition is not going to be easy, I believe, and that's what makes it exciting as well. The greatest innovations come from toughest challenges. So don't be discouraged if you hit roadblocks. Instead, see them as opportunities to grow, to learn, and to come up with creative solutions. Every line of code, every decision you make under pressure is a step towards becoming a greater, better developer, a problem solver, and an innovator. So, regardless of the outcome, remember that the experience is what matters most. You're learning how to work under pressure, critical thinking, and collaborate with your peers. These skills are invaluable, not just in competitions, but in your future careers and entrepreneurial ventures. Some of the world's most impactful innovations started as rough ideas and refined over time. Who knows, the script you write today could be the foundation for your own startup or a revolutionary new technology. So don't underestimate what you think your abilities to come up with innovative ideas. So as you may know, many successful startups have emerged from hackathons such as Zapier, a widely used automation platform. So for some of you, this could bring some life-changing opportunities you never know. Give it all. So to wrap up, I want to emphasize how proud I am to see this competition happening. You're part of something special. Believe in yourself, trust your team, and enjoy the process. So once again, thank you to Pasindu and the team of the SLIIT Sports community and the organizers for bringing us all together. Good luck to all the participants, and I can't wait to see the incredible solutions you will create during this hackathon. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Asankar. Mr. Asankar is actually overseas. So thank you very much for joining. I know he's in a different time zone as well, but thank you so much. And we have actually partnered with Purchaser previously as well, and they have been an immense support to us throughout. And by being the title sponsor, they have been supportive of us throughout a month of period. So thank you so much, Mr. Asankar, and your team as well from Purchaser. Wish you all the best for the hackathon and hope you, well, give a good challenge to our other teams as well. Thank you so much, Mr. Asankar. I hope our speakers learned something, received something from your speech. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, next up is a little memento from our gold sponsor, Club. So as you might have seen in our reel that we shared in the beginning, so a gold partner club enables guests to quickly view and pay their bills via QR code, boosting table turnover, tips, and revenue while seamlessly across 10 countries. So here is a little video of Club. Share my screen.
Hi, my name's George. I'm the venue manager at Sixpenny Restaurant in Stanmore. The guest experience is the most important factor to us. From start to finish, we need to make sure it's a memorable experience. So we use Club to make this process a lot more seamless and efficient. When guests arrive, customers are greeted at our door. They're sat at their table and then they're offered a first drink or an aperitif. They progress through their menu, eventually ending up at paying the bill. The bill's set up in the bill fold with the Club card. Guests are then prompted to tap the card, which will bring the bill up on their phone. They can then process their payments, leave a gratuity, or even split the bill. Because of how intuitive the system is, there's no real need for wait staff to spend time guiding the guests through the bill experience. There's definitely an increase in tips, which is always lovely. It's always quite an efficient experience, and we can also process multiple bills at different tables at the same time as well. When we take the bill to the table, we find that a lot of guests are quite intrigued about the system that we're using. So Club offers this certain memorable factor which the guests then end the experience with. We have quite a large demographic that comes to Sixpenny, and we found that whether they're in their 20s or in their 60s, everyone's always enjoyed the experience of using Club.
Hi, I'm Paola from Glorietta Restaurant in North Sydney. We've been open since November 2019. We trade here Monday to Friday, lunch and dinner, and Saturday dinners also. Quite famous for our wood-fired pizzas. Our pizza oven does produce some of the best pizzas in North Sydney and probably Sydney as well. We've got some great pastas and good modern Italian classics in the kitchen. Got an amazing aperitivo list, some Negronis, Aperol Spritzers, just whatever you want. Glenn's got it sorted for you in the bar.
Hi, I'm Glenn. I'm the venue manager here at Glorietta. At Glorietta, we use the Club payment system to process all our tables payments. The guests are able to split their bills however they like. We reduce our environmental footprint, cutting down on our use of paper receipts. That frees up our staff to spend more time servicing their customers and providing good customer service, and in turn it generates more tips for the venue.
Everything's quite easy to track live. We've got the dashboard from Club, so we can see every payment that goes through. If there's a problem with the payment, it's very easy to track, and the guys at Club are available pretty much 24/7. We've got a WhatsApp group, replies are just instantaneous. Customers are just really excited, going, oh my God, I've never seen this before. What, we just tap this card and we pay the bill. They just think how great and how innovative it is as well. Customers love it, our staff love it, Glorietta loves it. Thanks, Club.
Okay, so that was the small message from one of our gold partners, Club. So as you mentioned, as you might have seen, that is the process of Club and some of their customers' testimonials that were there in the video. So yes, thank you for Club as well for partnering with SLIIT Bashaway 2024. Next up is the moment you've been waiting for. What is Bashaway and an intro to Bashaway? So let me just take you through what Bashaway is and our platform as well. So I will share my screen. So maybe you can confirm if you can see the screen. Can you see the screen? Right. Okay. So as I mentioned before, up till now, let me refresh the screen. Oh, one more team has registered. Okay, great. So up till now, 22 universities have been registered. And among these, within these 22 universities, 147 teams with 453 individuals, which is a huge number. And we will continue to keep this registration open. So our mission is to get more people, more undergraduates into the competition this time. And as you can see, we have achieved that. And hopefully we'll keep this open until we mention in our WhatsApp, in the delegates WhatsApp group and through our email chain. So keep your eyes out and do send the link of our of our site to your friends and to your batch groups as well. So as of right now, SLIIT has the most registrations, 57 teams, and next up is University of Moratuwa, 30, and IIT with 8. So get your university into the top 3 as well. So that's a small goal for you guys. So yeah, with that being said, this is probably the website that you're familiar with, the website that you registered your team with. So this is our landing page, bashaway.sliitfos.org. We have sent that link to the chat. And as you can see, this is our mission, which I mentioned previously as well. So just to give you guys an idea of the timeline of our event. And we opened our registrations on the 26th of August, and awareness session is today. And we'll be doing a practice round with our vice president later. He will be doing a small demo for you guys. And a practical workshop on the 18th of September, which will be done by IFS. So IFS is a knowledge partner for SLIIT Bashaway 2024. So a few of our participants, 50 to be exact, are given the opportunity to go to IFS for a knowledge session on Kubernetes for a 2-hour session. And the rest of the participants who have registered can join online as well for the session. And we'll be also having another session, which will be informing you guys soon. That will be conducted by the Cloud Native Sri Lanka community. So they will be doing a session for you guys very soon. Probably it will happen physically as well. So keep your eyes out, stay tuned for that. And on the 6th of October, it will be the first round. So the first round is completely virtual, right? And that's where you should score, right? So the first round, you guys can use AI, but we don't recommend it, but we know that you will use it, right? But still, the questions are quite challenging, and you can use it, but still we encourage you guys to not use AI. Try to tackle the questions yourself, because that way you can learn something much more. And after that, that will be a real-time leaderboard. And so once that's been done, we'll be picking the top teams into the final round. So the final round will be held physical, and this as well, still you can use AI, but still we will be monitoring you guys. I mean, it's fine, but still the questions are challenging, which is why we will be opening, we'll be doing the practice round in a bit. So you will have some questions, and then you will be having time to practice these questions, the challenges that you will be getting, and yeah, hopefully be ready for the first round and the final round. So And after the 10th of October, after that's done, the top 3 teams will receive cash prizes on the next day on the award ceremony. So rules and regulations, I mean, some of them are pretty general. Some of them you already know. So a competing team can consist of 1 to 4 members. That's a given. And the competition will have 2 rounds, which I mentioned before. So yes, you will be given task-based challenges in a time setting. That was also mentioned. The first round will be held online and the second round will be held at SLIIT Malawi. And each team must register through the competition platform and include your team members' details as well. The challenges will be available on the competition platform once the competition begins. So let's say round 1 begins, the challenges will be available once the competition starts for round 1. And all the team members must log in with the same credentials provided during the team registration. So this was a question that was asked by many of the participants. So you need to use the same credentials to log in to our platform and submit your challenges. And in terms of points will be assigned according to the challenges and subtasks for each challenge. This will be discussed in much more detail later in the session. And the highest and the fastest scoring team will be considered the winner, and the leaderboard of this will be updated in real time, which I mentioned before. And yes, a team can submit multiple submissions to a single challenge. So you can do the submission, you can do one submission for a single challenge, but if you think, okay, maybe you can do it a much more better way, you can do another submission as well. But only the submission with the highest mark will be considered. So there'll be no penalty there, right? So the submission with the highest mark will be considered. So if you like, just to put it out there, if you have any questions, just add it to the chat, or we'll be having a Q&A session in the end. So if you have any questions, you can ask us during the end as well. If you have any questions now, you can drop them into the chat. Yes, so once the competition is over, we will be publishing our repository public under our SLIIT First Community GitHub profile. We'll be dropping our chat, dropping our link to our GitHub organization to our chat as well. So you can take a look at that. And we will include the solutions of each team for each challenge. And the reason for doing that is because this is the FOSS community. We are the free and open source software community, and we promote FOSS. And that's the reason why our platform is open source, our portfolio, our sites, and everything that we do is open source. So everyone can take a look and, share our projects. So yes, if we go into the cash prizes, the second runner-up will receive a cash prize of 25,000, and the second place, the runner-up team, will receive 40,000, and the winner of SLIIT Bashaway 2024 will receive a cash prize of 60,000. So in terms of our sponsors, we have some amazing sponsors this time, and we have Perichisa for our title sponsor, and we have Club and Tetranide for our gold sponsor, and we have Sampath Bank as our silver sponsor, and Wonder AE for our bronze partner. In terms of knowledge partners, we have IFS and Cloud Native Sri Lanka joining us as knowledge partners. And yes, these are some of our past memories of SLIIT Bashaway. This is 2022. And yes, this is organized by all these 4 clubs combined. So they have worked effortlessly to provide you guys the necessary facilities for this competition. Yes, I think I mentioned everything that needs to be done. Yeah, so if you want to register your team, I'll just go through that part as well. So you have the link here, register now, or you can click on the header as well. So you have the option of entering your team details here. Okay, so the team name and the email, your password, and your university. So after you enter these details, you can enter your team members' details. So once that's done, we will go forward with the application and you will receive verification code link. So sometimes the email will be sent to your spam folder. So please do make sure to check your spam folder and verify the email. Yes, so if you want to see the leaderboard, we have a separate link for that. Yes, this is just, well, nothing's been done really. But once you once we start the competition and once you guys submit your solutions, the leaderboard will be updated in real time. And yes, you can join our WhatsApp group here as well. And if you want to see the rules and regulations, you can take a look at that as well. Yes. And if you have any questions, you can talk to one of us, either me or Dinal or Tulna, if you have any questions regarding the competition. I think I mentioned everything. And yes, if you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat or maybe unmute yourself and ask before we maybe go further. Okay, I hope there are no questions. Next up, I would like to invite Tetranite, our gold sponsor, Tetranite, and Mrs. Sharma to address the gathering. And thank you, Ms. Sharma, for coming to this meeting and despite a busy schedule as well. Please welcome Mrs. Sharma from Tetranite.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. You're audible. Hi.
Yes, if it's okay with you, can I share my screen?
Yes, yes.
All right, okay. Okay, can you confirm with me if you can see this slide?
Yes, you can see.
All right, okay. So good evening, everyone. I'm Shama Badruddin, a business development executive at Tetranite, and it's a privilege to be here today representing my business as we stand together with the SLIIT Force community. So at Tetranite, we believe that open source is not just about technology, it's about collaboration, community, and creating solutions that can transform lives. So as a gold sponsor for this event, we're excited to support an initiative that aligns perfectly with our values. Problem solvers and empowering the next generation is our main aim. So whether you're building the next big app or contributing to a global project, open source is where ideas turn to an impact. So today, I'd like to share a bit about what we do at Tetranite and how we define the IT solutions, and why we believe that the power of communities like FOSS is driven to change lives. So Tetranite is a company that provides customized software solutions for every industry. So we are a tech startup which was incorporated in 2022 February. And we aim to provide bespoke software solutions, software product design development, and tech training and consultancy. Also, the main vision of our business is to co-create with our partners to be in par with cutting-edge technologies. So we aim to give the best solutions to our clients. And if you may be wondering, where is Tetranite located? We are a company that has been registered in the USA, and also we have our headquarters in Sri Lanka. So we locate in 2 operating countries. And now, when focusing on our industries, we look into the insurance, so insurtech industry, manufacturing, and the hospitality. So Tetranite aims to focus on both international and local clients. So the international clients we deal with is Afro Valley, where it's from Africa, and Vajrapani. These are all the Australian clients. And then we have some of the famous businesses like LOLC, Amana Takful, and various other industries. So now moving on, these are some of the other clients which I would like to highlight as well. M-Store and TransGuard, which we're very much focusedly dealing with. And now, after looking into what Tetronite is, I would like to give a small glimpse about how the internship program works. So as you all are undergraduates in the university, I'm sure you're looking for a way to enhance your skills and your coding abilities. So this is why I want to bring into the light of our internship program that Tetronite provides. So we at Tetronite, we provide a program which consists of 3 stages. So you have your training period, and then you have an internal project, and then you will place to a client project. So how this works is, in the training period, you will be given a set of exercise that will help you sharpen your skills. So whether it be with coding or with a QA task, so you're able to enhance that skill before moving into an actual task. So next, you'll be placed on internal project. So here, these internal projects are within the business where you will be partnered up with a work buddy from the company itself, and you will be able to get better experience of what you have gained in the training period. And finally, that is when we realize that you are the perfect person to deal with the particular client. So we placed you for these client projects. And moving on, like I've mentioned, the training period usually follows with 1 to 2 weeks. And then you have the internal simulation project, which is like a 1 week period. And then you have your client project placement, which is basically the rest of the internship. And the last step is your internship is completed. So it's a 6-month internship like every other company. So we, as a company culture, we believe that remote is one of the key of software engineer. And we are one of the first organizations who have gone fully remote. And we also use agile methods. So we do not micromanage and believe in self-regulated associates. So we believe in trust. That's one of the biggest cultures that we follow with. And yes, so that is about our internship program. So I'll be sharing our link if you want to apply. And if you're interested in getting to know more about Tetronite, I would like to keep in contact with you as well. So that's a small introduction or a small overview of what Tetronite is and what type of opportunities that we provide. So if you're interested, you can always feel free to drop a message. And now, in closing, I would like to express how thrilled we are to see the passion and creativity that this FOSS community brings to the table. So I'm sure each and every participant who has applied to this competition has the potential to make a lasting impact through your ideas and innovations. So now, as you gear up for the competition, remember that it's not always about winning. It's about learning and the connections you make along the way. So fail as much as you want, but always know where you need to head towards. So always have a winning mindset. And on behalf of Tetronite, I wish you all the best of luck, and we cannot wait to see how this competition grows forth. Once again, thank you so much for the SLIIT FOSS community and the organizing community for giving me this opportunity. Over to you, Sayra.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Sharma. Thank you so much for coming on behalf of Tetronite as well. And thank you so much for Tetronite for partnering up as a gold sponsor for SLIIT Bashaway 2024. Thank you so much. And now another quick word from our sponsors.
Hi, my name's George. I'm the venue manager at Sixpenny Restaurant in Stanmore. The guest experience is the most important factor to us. From start to finish, we need to make sure it's a memorable experience. So we use Club to make this process a lot more seamless and efficient. When guests arrive, customers are greeted at our door. They're sat at their table and then they're offered a first drink or an aperitif. They progress through their menu, eventually ending up at paying the bill. The bill's set up in the bill fold with the Club card. Guests are then prompted to tap the card, which will bring the bill up on their phone. They can then process their payments, leave a gratuity, or even split the bill. Because of how intuitive the system is, there's no real need for wait staff to spend time guiding the guests through the bill experience. There's definitely an increase in tips, which is always lovely. It's always quite an efficient experience, and we can also process multiple bills at different tables at the same time as well. When we take the bill to the table, we find that a lot of guests are quite intrigued about the system that we're using. So Club offers this certain memorable factor which the guests then end the experience with. We have quite a large demographic that comes to Sixpenny, and we found that whether they're in their 20s or in their 60s, everyone's always enjoyed the experience of using Club.
Okay. Another huge thank you to all our sponsors for partnering up with SLIIT Bashaway 2024. Yes, and now for a very critical part of the session. So the platform demo. So which you will all be using throughout the competition. And to conduct the demo, I would like to invite the Vice President of SLIIT First Community, Tulina Vikramsinghe, to address the audience. Tulina, over to you.
Thank you, Sairu. Hello everyone. So I'll start by sharing my screen. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah. First of all, I'll start by showing you the competition portal. So to log into the competition portal, first of all, you have to go to this URL. If you have already registered for the competition, then you can log in basically. So once you log into the competition platform, you will be shown different questions here. So you can select one of them and then move forward. So the questions are graded. There are different levels for these questions. So some are easy, some are hard, and there are extreme questions as well. So the questions I've opened up here are these are past questions from past Bashaway competitions. So the extreme questions will be shown in red color, extreme and hard questions. So in green you will be shown easy questions, and medium questions with this blue color. So to try out one of these questions, you first need to click on them, and once you click on them, you will be shown basically the description of the question, constraints, and the evaluation criteria. So let's go through these questions. So here you can see so here you can see in this question it's mentioned the question name is Captain Hook. So the question says, ahoy mate, set sail on the quad seas with Captain Hook at the helm. With a flick of git and a bottle of rum, every commit shall be etched in the log. Like treasure on a pirate's map, your code bounty waits, ready to chart its course. Okay, basically what it asks you to is like they're asking you to log each commit message to a file. So the constraints are mentioned here. So they especially say the let me check what happened. Okay. The constraints especially say that the script must be purely written in Bash, and the evaluation criteria says each commit should have a corresponding log entry in this commits.txt file in the out directory. So first, to start off working on this question, you can first click on this to download the code base. So here you will be given a zip folder containing the question. After downloading this, you can extract this to somewhere you want to work on this. For now, let's just extract it here. So here, let's do it like this. Let's extract this to, let's extract this to a new folder. Let's say, let's add a new folder somewhere. Okay, let's give a name. Okay, let's extract it here. All right, then let's move onto the extracted folder. Okay, yeah, it's here. Okay, so let's open up this in VS Code. Okay, so you can see what we have here in this question. So let's first go through the folder structure. So you can see a src folder here, and there are tests written here to like test your submission. So like these are not the only tests that will be there. So like you can't try to treat code or something. There are hidden test cases. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, and also note, so we will be using pnpm as the package manager here. So it's better, I mean, you can use npm, but it's better if you can stick to pnpm because that's what they will be used in the runners. So basically, after like downloading a question, you need to run pnpm install to install dependencies. Okay. Right. Okay. All right, now we've installed the dependency. So as the question says, the question is asking, yeah, is someone speaking? Okay, hold on. All right, sorry. Okay, all right, so the question is saying that you need to, log out the commit messages to a file. So let's just, I mean, I tried out this question a few minutes ago. This might not work, like this might not pass all test cases, but let's just give it a try. So yeah, so I have now added this code. I mean, you can try out these test cases locally. You can basically run pnpm test to run out, try out these test cases locally whether they are working. This might fail on, yeah, this says one failed, two failed, three passed. Okay, all right, it's fine. So we'll just I'll just demo you on demo you how to upload this, upload your solution to the platform. So first of all, before uploading your solution, you need to like zip it. But when zipping the your solution, don't include the node modules because like they will be installed on the runner itself. So you don't need to like you don't need to submit them. Okay. Uh, let's select these. And also when you are like zipping these folders, you always need to stick with the zip extension. uh, so just keep that in mind, otherwise your solutions won't work. Okay, so I'm converting this to a zip folder. Just zip it. Okay, where did I save? All right, okay, yeah, so here's a zip archive. So I'll just upload this to the platform. So what you need to do is you need to go here, click on add submission, then give the folder path, file path. Yeah, you need to go in and select this and present. Okay, the submission has been added successfully. So you can click on this to view submission. So you can see this one is still running. Yeah, this run failed, but most probably because the earlier run has been passed. So yeah, so you can see here this run has passed and I have got 25 points. So basically, when you submit some question, you will get an email saying the uh, runner has been started. So you can see here. So click, yeah, you can just click here to see the execution of your run. So yeah, and once you submit this, you can go to our leaderboard and see your status.
ఎంత మీటింగ్ ಅಲ್ಲಿ చేయండికి మీటింగ్
Is someone speak?
అకౌంట్ కాదు
Okay. Okay. So yeah, once you submit the solutions, you can like see your results on the leaderboard. Like this won't show anything because this is a practice round, not the not real round. So yeah, and also to add, this is something extra. So you can see if there are any past competitors, you can see your results, like your all results here as well. We are planning to add this year's results to here as well. So yeah, basically that's it. That's how you can compete and move forward. So if you have any questions, yeah, so if you have any questions, you can ask them here right now.
Yeah, so if you have any questions, please drop them to the chat. And also, I would like to announce that we have opened and released the questions for the test round. So the questions will be available for all of you to go through the challenges and get an idea of what's ahead for you in the first round and the final round of the competition. So Torina, any more to add? Or?
No, I think that's all from my side. So if anyone has questions, they can add it in the chat.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. And yeah, basically now it's time for the Q&A session. So if you have any questions, just does anyone have any questions? You can raise your hand, use the raise hand option or unmute yourself. We can answer them directly. Can be about anything, about any questions or whatever. No questions. We have this. Do we get a leaderboard for the practice rounds? You're on mute, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically you will see your scores for the practice round as well. Why you didn't see my score was because I was submitting from an admin account. So yeah, that was my bad. You can see your scores.
Similar, we have another question from Nifad. Similar to PNPM, what other softwares do we have to have installed? Example, Docker. Any questions you have?
I think if Akalanka is here, he can ask this. I think there will be some questions from Docker, Kubernetes, and stuff. Akalanka, if you can unmute and.
Yeah, hello. So basically, PNPM and just PNPM will suffice for most of the questions, and Docker, Kubernetes, they'll be helpful. Then maybe Nginx, different servers like Apache. Yeah, those should be enough.
So Akalanga, maybe you can stay for the rest of the Q&A as well. Maybe answer some of the questions. So we have another question. Would the competition questions difficulty be distributed approximately the same as the practice questions, or should we expect much harder ones?
Pretty much they'll be the same, but there's one difference. This time we have much more capacity on the runners, which we are hosting, which are using to run the test. Therefore, we actually have more harder questions than we had last year. So they'll be similar, but you can expect harder ones as well.
But by going through the practice round, the practice questions, you can get an idea of what kind of questions, the structure, what kind of questions you might receive for the first round and final round, right? So that might be really helpful for everyone.
So keep in mind that these questions were the actual questions that the previous year's teams, they actually submitted to. So these are actual questions which you would face in the first and second rounds this time as well.
So definitely go through them and tackle them as well before the first round as well. Any more questions do we have? It's like there are no more questions. We have one. Is it possible to show me again how to make a submission after zipping and uploading? Do we have to do anything else? Yeah, we can show it again, right? Torina, can you maybe share the screen? Maybe we can show the process again.
Yeah, I mean, I can share last year's recording of the session, so maybe then they can check it if that's okay with you. Like it's more detailed explanation than this.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's available in our YouTube channel. We'll drop the link here.
I'll add two links. Yeah, I'll add two links. One of the last year's intro session and another one containing past questions from past Bashaway competitions. Yeah. So there are two links here. I'll just separate them. That's it.
Yes. Oh, so we have two more questions. Can the teammates log in from the same account?
Yeah.
I think we answered that. So should be from the same account. Yeah.
And yeah, these practice questions will expire after the practice round. We'll decide like when we are closing this practice round, we'll share in the channel. But like these are past questions. You will see many new questions in the actual competition.
So we will inform you once we are closing the practice round. What is the duration of the first round and how many questions will we be getting?
The first round will be like the time is not still definite, but probably it will be from 9 a.m. to like 4 or 5 p.m. And how many questions? Probably Akalanka can ask that one.
There's no actual cap on the number of questions. Just keep in mind that there are enough and more questions. So if you do finish the list that we give, we can always add more. So there is quite a lot.
Hi, I have a question.
Yes,
How
Pesh.
many teams will be selected from the first round to go to the finals?
10 teams.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And the competition duration will be around 6 hours, I guess?
Yeah, probably 6 hours. You mean the final round?
No, the first round.
First round, yeah, probably 6 hours.
Okay, thank you.
Unless we decide to extend it for maybe another hour, in which case we will inform you guys as well. Questions? Can we update our profile details? Profile details in the sense your team details, DLVs? Yeah, team details. Okay. So if let's say if one of your team members, let's say your team has 4 members, and if by any case one of your team member is unable to participate in the competition and you want to replace that team member with another member, if that is the case, yes, you can inform one of us and we will change it from our side. So just inform us because we keep a track of the membership as well. So you can add members, but you can't remove. So yeah, just inform us, dear listeners. Okay. Do we have a limit of the maximum number of questions each person can submit? Maybe someone else can answer this question. Makalanka, do we have a limit of maximum number of questions?
There's no limit. You can submit 4 if you can.
Yeah. And let's say you submit more than one submission for a question. We don't actually take a penalty for that. So the submission with the most with the highest mark will be considered. So you can do as many submissions as you want. So no issue with that.
One more thing to add, like in the sense of highest mark, actually it's like a do or die situation. So if you actually submit a solution, it's either you get the maximum mark or you get 0. So there is no like mid-level marks. If you submit it, let's say the mark is 25, then it is 25. You will not be getting mid marks like 5, 10, 15, 20. So it applies to the other difficulties.
Any more questions? Okay. So if you do have any questions about the competition, about the questions, about the technology stack or anything, just inform us in the delegates group. So we'll be there. The admins will be there, myself and a couple of others as well. So WhatsApp us at any time, and we will be replying once we get a time for you guys. So yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to text us. Yeah. So with that, we have one more question. With Anake. So we can do the same question more than one time, right? Yes. Yes, you can. You can submit for one question more than once. Yes, as much as you want actually. Is that clear, Vitanaki? We have one. Can you please keep the practice round open until first round begins? Can you please keep the practice? Okay. So maybe we can do that. Kalanka Tulina, maybe.
Yeah, maybe like let's discuss it and we'll inform you guys.
Yes. I mean, we'll be informing if we decide to and when we decide to close the practice round. So my recommendation to you guys is, since you have some sort of time gap in between first round and right now. So first round is 6th of October. So you have some time. Try to tackle as much questions as you can in the practice round. And yeah, hopefully you'll be ready for round one and the final round as well. So we'll inform you once we are closing the practice round. And also another thing to note, like when we think of submissions, the faster you do the submission, the better. Okay, so it also matters. The submission time matters as well. The rules and regulations are available in the site, and it's mentioned there as well. So yes, so you can take a look at that. Yeah, so if you have any questions, just feel free to message us at any time and we'll get back to you. And yes, with that being said, thank you very, very much for everyone who joined the awareness session. And now we have reached the end of the awareness session of SLIIT Bashaway 2024. I would like to thank all our sponsors for coming to this event and sharing their valuable time with us. Mr. Asankar from Petrisa, Mrs. Shama from Tetranite and Club, even though they couldn't be here. Thank you so much for taking your time to be with us despite all your busy schedules. So, and also to our participants, more than 200. Thank you so much for joining, and all the very best for the competition, and stay safe and have a good night. Thank you.